How to make a miniature vinyl record. Now the method I use is quite similar to how they actually make real vinyl records, and it's basically just by pressing them into shape. So to create the pattern, I basically coil a bit of wire on a flat surface and repeat the process so I have two sides. Then I roll out some clay and place it in between the two pieces of card. After removing the clay, you can then cut off the excess material and bake. Once everything is cured, you can then paint black and then add some glaze to give it that nice shine. You can then add the side 1 and side 2 labels in the center of the record, and even make a sleeve from your favorite album out of some card. And that's how you do it.
Do y'all remember these lucky stars? Oh, there's heart version. So good for Valentine. And I'll show you how to make paper and a pair of scissors. And I made this little box to put it in, look. I also made this fortune cookie. My paper is 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. The length doesn't matter too much, just the width as you please. I like the 2 centimeter size. Cut this into strips of... Okay, I don't do tutorials for this because I can't speak. Okay, you got the strips. Easier than the stars. You just triangle. And then you fold this up. Fold it over. And you repeat till you get to the end. Just trim a little. And like the stars. Like so, like that. Cut the round edge. And then the fun part is you just... They'd be so cute in a little mason jar with like hundreds.
We received a ton of requests to make your very own leaf skeleton that we use in our signature leaf soaps. Remember, it takes patience and persistence. First step is to choose your leaves. As a rule, it's best to choose leaves with a waxy surface and with a lot of veins on the back. Then pop those leaves into a bowl and give them a good wash to remove dirt and mud. Add your leaves and water into a boiling pot with 1 tablespoon of baking soda and let it come to a boil. Once it has, turn off the flame and let it cool down. Pop your leaves into an airtight container and cover completely with the same water. Then store it for 6 days. So come back for part 2.
Yeah. Cooks me pancakes and Alka-Seltzer when my tummy aches. If that ain't love, then I don't know what love is. We even got a secret handshake, and she loves the music that my band makes. I know I'm young, but if I had to choose her or the sun, I'd be one nocturnal son of a gun.
worst DIY I have ever attempted. I really wanted to make a snake mirror like this. I spray painted my frame black and then I left it in the rain, which is foreshadowing for how the rest of this is gonna go. I spray painted some snakes off Amazon, but nobody told me that you're not supposed to spray paint on a rainy day because I waited a whole week to start like using them for this mirror and they were still wet. They were messy. My glue was absolutely fucking wrecked. I had paint all over my hands. And because the snakes were so rigid, they kept popping off and then getting paint and glue on the whole thing. I had Gorilla Glue covering this thing. But finally, this is the final product. And it's so cute. It goes perfect for my tattoo station. And wow, I will never be doing this again.